All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. So, the NBA season for 2022-2023 just started last week. I think the first game was on October 18. So, today we're going to talk about their official game ball, which is the Wilson NBA official game ball. All right, it's the same ball from last year. And matter of fact, it have the same leather material as the Spalding NBA game ball. All right, so let's start off with the material. So what changed is the stuff that they use inside. For the leather, it's the same. It's from the Hooven company based in Chicago. Same leather, same print, same pattern. So what I noticed about this ball, the Wilson ball, is it have a lot of crack. It have a lot of wear and tear. Wrinkles on the groove, right on the channel, this black part. Versus the Spalding, the old Spalding, man, I have it for many years, and it didn't have any of that. It's still whole intact. It's looking good. But for Wilson, I have it a lot less than this ball, and it show a lot of wear and tear on the groove. However, on the leather, it's still good, So shout out to Hooven Leather. They make great quality leather. The Wilson is weight less than the Spalding, but I think because whatever the material they use inside, that make it lighter than this. Another thing I want to talk about from my previous video, I say that this ball doesn't have that consistent bounce to it, but as time progresses, as the ball get beaten and get better, the bounce also getting better. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it get better than when it was new. The next thing is the grip. So if you play with this ball a lot, the grip is nice because you sweat and because you bounce with the hardwood floor and stuff. It make this ball have a nice grip, right? Not grippy. Like if you expect this ball to be like super grippy, like Spider-Man type of grips, no, it doesn't have that type of grip. But it have nice grip only if you play with it every day. If you let it sit for like 4 to 5 days, and then you bring back to the gym, the ball gonna feel a little bit ashy, a little bit dry. But once it become wet, become moist, and it's good again. Another thing that I like about this ball is the consistency of shooting of it. So I'm a streak shooter. Once I make the basket, I'm just gonna keep making it, right? But before you get to that level, to get to that point, you need to get used to this ball first. Like last season, a lot of NBA players complained. Like a lot of them, they complained about the ball, right? Because they was like switching from a heavier ball to the lighter ball, and like I say, at beginning, the ball's not. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel nice. So the NBA player didn't like it, right? They're like, man, this ball sucks, and they're not lying. If you look at the stat from previous season at beginning, man, a lot of them doesn't have good stat. But once the season kind of move into like a mid-season, and also the stat improve, the shooting improve, they get better, they stop complaining, and then same goes with average player like me and you. You just need to get used to it. Once you get used to it, man, the ball have a very consistent shot. Just a matter of get used to the ball, see how the ball reacts, and it's a solid ball, right? If you expect this ball to feel like the composite basketball, it won't be like that. It doesn't have that spongy feel like the Wilson Evolution or the Molten GG7 Next or Tarmac BT900. Those balls have nice, soft, spongy feel to it. But this ball, no. It's solid. It's firm. It have a little bit rough texture. It doesn't have that smooth texture. Even when it break in, when it fully break in, it doesn't have that nice spongy feel to it. No, this ball is already 100% break in. This ball, I would say probably 90 to 95 there, but not 100% because the color. This ball is darker. The Spalding is darker, and the Wilson is a little bit lighter right now. So maybe a couple more months, this ball be ready. But for sure, by the next season, this ball is 100% breaking. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the price. Man, the price is so expensive. For $200 is a lot. You know, a lot for people overseas, a lot of people in the US. When I go to the gym, people ask me how much I pay for it. I say $200. They're like, man, you crazy? You pay that much for a basketball? I'm like, yeah. You know, but it is a lot. Like, even for me, it's a lot. You know, the Spalding, I think it was like between 130 to 150. But the Wilson is $200. You got to remember, Wilson is splitting the commission with the NBA, right? So anything with the NBA logo, they have to split the commission. So who pay for that extra cost? It's me and you know, the consumers, you know, the people who buy the ball. We have to pay extra for those extra costs, for extra fee. So in terms of price, this ball is very pricey. One more thing that I want to touch up on is when you take this ball to the gym, people play with it, even you tell them it's NBA basketball, they won't play it. They won't use it during the game. You know, they play with it, they shoot, they miss, whatever. Once the game start, they switch back to like the Wilson, because in the US, most of the gym you go to, we're gonna use Wilson Evolution, right? It's just a standard basketball. So during the game time, they just put this on the side and then, you know, use the Wilson Evolution as a game ball. So again, for most people, I guarantee you, you're not gonna appreciate it. But for those who like premium quality, a solid performing basketball, then yeah, this ball is good for you. But if you like a average player, you know, just play at the gym like me, you know, I would say just skip it and buy the composite basketball instead. But you know, don't let my opinion bother your decision, right? My opinion is one person opinion. So if you really want to have it, then go ahead, buy it, right? You know, it's good to have multiple basketball anyway. If you can have a multiple pair of basketball shoe, there's no reason for you to have only one basketball, all right? Buy multiple. Let's see how it feels. Buy a composite basketball. Buy a leather basketball. You know, just see how it feels. You know, don't just buy the Wilson Evolution. Buy like all the brand too, the international brand, the Molten, the Tarmac, the Baden. Baden is pretty solid basketball. You know, have multiple basketball, man. You know, sacrifice one pair of shoes and go buy more balls. Another thing I want to talk about is the forgiveness. This ball have okay forgiveness. What I mean by forgiveness? If the ball hit the rims, especially for the composite leather basketball, it would roll back into the basket. It doesn't bounce too far. It bounces enough and it would roll into the basket. For this ball, it has okay forgiveness. It's there, but not a lot. Unlike this ball, right? This is the Japanese all leather basketball. That ball have no forgiveness, zero forgiveness. Hit the rim, it's gone, right? For this one, I would say it's okay. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it, but it's there. But it won't be as same forgiveness as the composite basketball. All right. So, yeah. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment below. If I haven't touched up on this topic, I would be more than happy to answer for you. Like the video, Subscribe you want to. You don't want to. Whatever, man. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah, baby. Play more basketball.